Look at that. Let's go ahead and let's hold the beer while we're standing here looking at this. Isn't that something? And welcome to the Southernmost Brew Review. We are here in beautiful Key West, Florida. I mean, my goodness, look at this. It's a beautiful day to drink beer. And if you're here because you love beer, let's be honest, why else would you be here? Please tap that subscribe button down below, because I have low self-esteem and approval from strangers on the internet make me feel better about myself. Awesome. I thank you, and so does my ego. Hey, town and state, town and country, where you are viewing from. That's hard to say after a couple of brews here in beautiful Key West. Town and state, town and country, where you are viewing from. And we are reviewing, by request, Longboard Island Lager from the Kona Brewing Company, not brewed in Hawaii. We'll get to that in just a minute, but I thought it was kind of fun to do maybe a Hawaiian beer, just about as far as you can get from Hawaii, still in the United States. We're here in Key West, Florida. Just about 95% water, I think maybe to like 96.3% water, and it is so hot here in Key West right now, I am sweating as much as my Longboard Island Lager is. Again, town and state, town and country, where you are viewing from. And as you're watching this video, tell me what you're drinking. Let's go ahead and, we're going to be drinking this, of course, out of the Green Label Beer Snobs Cheap Brew Review pint glass. It made the trip with me here to beautiful Key West, Florida. Let's just take a minute, shall we, and just drink in the scenery, shall we? Your beer moment of zen. Maybe we'll take another one of those in just a couple of seconds. Let's go ahead and pop the top and see what we got. All right. Not a cheap brew review. Nothing is cheap down here in the Florida Keys. We got a 12-pack of this Longboard Island Lager for about $17.99, I think it was. And again, nothing's cheap down here in the Keys. They got to truck everything in. If you've never been to the Florida Keys, definitely put it on your bucket list. If you're watching this from outside of the United States, it's one of the most beautiful places, very unique part of the United States, and with tons of influence from all sorts of cultures. So you've got to get down here to Key West and check it out. Let's go ahead and give it a pour, shall we? Liquid Aloha is how the Kona Brewing Company brands this island lager. Not brewed in Hawaii, but brewed in like where's this thing? It's brewed in like Oregon, Portland, Oregon, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So there they go. Maybe they're just taking an island experience themselves, being where they are. So, okay, pretty good straight up lager look. Let's go ahead and give it a nose, shall we, over top the quickly dissipating head. I've got no nose, sort of like Michael Jackson. Maybe a little bit of sweetness if I'm really struggling. I'm going to be rating this out of 5 stars, 5 being a very good brew here in the Southernmost Brew Review, Key West, Florida. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Let's go ahead and let's hold the beer while we're standing here looking at this. Isn't that something? Absolutely beautiful. All right. Town and state, town and country, where you are viewing from. Let me know what you were drinking while you were watching this brew review. It's time for the liquid to hit the lips. Cheers. Hold up the can, they say. Hold up the can. All right. Thank you for your request for Longboard Island Lager. We get quite a bit for that. Happy to oblige when I can find it. It's very much a style of kind of a Mexican beer. I mean, really, Island Lager. It's got a guy surfing on it. You got the ocean. We've got the ocean. It's absolutely beautiful. What do you expect in a beer? You want it to be cold. You want it to be refreshing. You don't want it to be so over ABV'd that you're going to pass out on the beach anytime soon. Again, what did I say this was? This is about 94.3% water, 95% water, so pretty much an all day, all night. As far as the taste goes, nothing remarkable. You can tell it's a lager. It's really kind of flat, kind of what I would expect to get on tap at a dive bar. Kind of a dive bar lager. That's what I would call it, really. It probably wouldn't be good for sales, but that's really kind of what it is. It tastes like a dive bar beer. And speaking of dive bars, here in Key West, Florida, tons of dive bars. You gotta come on down to Key West if you've never been here before. There are tourist places, and then there are local places. A lot of the local places are kind of dive bar-ish, and that's what I like. I like to go where the locals go. And yesterday I was at the Chart Room in Key West, and you got to look up chart. I'll put a link down below about the Chart Room, but the history that's where Jimmy Buffett, before Jimmy Buffett was Jimmy Buffett, he used to go to the Chart Room and play. The place is so small, I can't imagine seeing Jimmy Buffett live there. Rumor has it that Bob Marley also played there before he hit it big in the Chart Room, and just a tons of authors and influential people, historical influential people, have had a beer or two or three or five there in the Chart Room. Great dive bar town, Key West. Don't go to the tourist traps. Try to find a dive bar. And actually, I'll probably put a list of dive bars. Yeah, why not? If we do that, put a list of dive bars down below. We'll do that. We'll put that in all of our Key West videos. So, all right, back to the beer. Out of 5 stars, did I say how much we paid for this? Everything, we're good. We're all about. I'm getting distracted by the beautiful weather we have here. For the price, I think it's a little pricey for what you get. The taste is meh, but it's okay. You know, if you're loading up the Yeti and heading out on the boat, as we're going to do tomorrow, we're going to go do some deep sea fishing. Yeah, it would fit in. You know, you get that nice little social buzz, and you can still function like a responsible citizen. You know, and you're not crazy. So, out of 5 stars, I'm going to rack you up at about a 4.25. Don't expect a whole lot by that score. It's just a good average beer that you'll be okay with. Town and state, town and country, if you would please, where you're viewing from, let me know what you're drinking while you're watching this beer brew review. I have hit to date over 8,000 subscribers. Thank you for doing that. Tap that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. I really appreciate your view, sub, and support. And hey, it's a beautiful day here in the Keys. Right after this video, check out some of my over 220 other brew reviews on this channel, and sit back and enjoy the zen. You grab a beer and you drink that beer. Cheers. Enjoy.